What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to Naruto Online. In today's video, let's review the pros, the cons, and the cost of Playboy Sasuke. But before we deep dive into all that, let me show you a little bit of combat gameplay first.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so that is a little bit of combat gameplay with Playboy Sasuke, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what he looks like and what his combat and animations look like, but let's get down to the nitty gritty. The pros, the cons, and how much does he cost? Now, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm going to skip right to the chase. The elephant in the room. How much does Playboy Sasuke cost? So if you're really, really lucky, you might get away with spending about $55. If you're really unlucky, I'm thinking right around $80 or so, and that's not counting the free spins that you will get every single day. So this is just, if you want to spend money and get them as fast as possible, that is what you're looking at. So right around average, I would say about $70 or so. I had to spend $71. Now, before I start talking about his pros and cons, please, if you can, like and share this video. The better that these videos do, the more I can reinvest in Naruto Online, and then I can help you guys make a purchasing decision. I can go out there, I can go out and buy Playboy Sasuke, and then give you an educated opinion on whether or not he is worth your money or not. So if you do that for me, I'll do that for you. Don't you worry. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons of Playboy Sasuke. So let's jump right into it here. So, where are you? Where are you? There you go. All right, so his mystery ability is fantastic. It's one of my favorite parts about Playboy Sasuke is the fact that he can do paralysis against an entire team. So, cause lightning damage and paralysis against 4 enemy bodies and knockdown. So, this is an incredible ability unless you're already a lightning main and you know how good this ability is. Don't front. We know how good paralysis is. If you're not familiar with what paralysis is, this means that your enemy or your team can't chase. If they're paralyzed, they cannot chase. They can't follow up. It cripples teams dramatically. So don't let lightning mains tell you it's not that good of an ability. It's incredible. So this is the best part about Playboy Sasuke is that mystery ability. His standard attack causes high float, but his most iconic ability is going to be Playboy. That is his passive. That will increase the attack power in taijutsu and ninjutsu for 6 female ninjas and also give them a shield as well. So right off the bat, you kind of know if you have a strong female ninja team, putting Playboy Sasuke in that lineup will make them incredibly strong. But this passive is his pro and it's also his con at the same time. If you don't have a strong female ninja lineup, this is definitely a con. If you have a hole in your team, like let's say for example, you need somebody with high float and you don't have a female ninja to fill that spot, well now this passive becomes weaker and weaker the less female ninjas you have out there in your team. So in order to get the best out of this, passive, your primary team needs to be all female ninjas, and then your ranked PvP team, you need to have at least 6 female ninjas. You have to, or like I said, this passive becomes weaker for every less female ninja you have out there. So do keep that in mind. His chase ability is triggered off a 10-hit combo, very similar to the normal Sasuke. And then his final chase is chase low float, cause high float, and ignition as well. So what you kind of give up here, the traditional Sasuke has 3 chases. This one only has 2 chases and an incredibly powerful passive. I like this mystery ability better than the traditional Playboy Sasuke, but you know, that's kind of an opinion there. So that completely subjective and completely up to you. Now, some more cons about Playboy Sasuke as well. So we already talked about the fact that now you're kind of forced to use female ninjas, and if you don't have a powerful female ninja lineup, that could also cripple you just as well. Another really bad thing about Playboy Sasuke is the fact that he will be left behind very soon. So right now, today, Playboy Sasuke is very powerful and he is in my main lineup. But after this month is over, let's say, more and more people are going to have a lot more 4-star ninjas, a lot more. Free ones at that. They're gonna have a lot more free 4-star ninjas, and Playboy Sasuke is going to get left in the dust. Now, maybe not, I would say by the end of September or so, there are going to be a lot of people that have a ton of 4-star ninjas, and you're just gonna get outclassed. Right now, currently, I'm using a mix between a couple of 4 stars, a bunch of 3 stars, and a couple of 2 stars. So right now, today, Playboy Sasuke is still pretty powerful, but do keep in mind, he is on a timer. He is going to fall off very fast unless you spend a ton more money to get him from 3-star to 4-star or from 4-star to 5-star, but you're talking a ton of money at that point. So definitely not worth it. And when it comes to events like this, the first time you see Playboy Sasuke is typically going to be the most expensive and the hardest to get. Every event that you see of Playboy Sasuke from here on out, he will be easier and cheaper to get. So he's not going to be on your bench forever, but today he's looking at that bench and he's walking towards it right now. But later on, there will be more events that will allow you to take him off your bench and put him up in your lineup again. But definitely keep that in mind. He is on borrowed time, if you will. And to kind of compare what I mean, think about Ninetales, right? When the game first started, a lot of people were complaining about Ninetales because he was a very powerful 2-star when everybody else was only having, you know, a bunch of 1-star ninjas. And he was the guy that was destroying everyone. But do you hear about him anymore? No, you don't, because you don't really have a reliable way to get him up to 3-star and 4-star. So that's why you really don't talk about Naruto anymore. But like I said, in the future, he, as well as Playboy Sasuke, will become cheaper and easier to get later on. So you will see them later on, but do keep that in mind. If you do spend a lot of money on these characters, it's temporary, man. It's temporary. And this is actually really good for all of you free-to-play players out there. You will be so much happier. You'll have more money in your pocket, and you'll have more of a how do I say? You'll have a more solid team if you just keep on sweeping and keep on focusing on the ninjas that you can reliably get up to 4 and 5 stars. So there's a ton of ninjas that you can sweep for. So focus on them. All the people out there that are paying to get Playboy Sasuke and these people, you will outclass them eventually, until the next event comes. So that is that. So hopefully that kind of answers a few of your questions on Playboy Sasuke. I gave you some combat. I gave you some, hold on, where are you? Let's get you back on the screen. We're not talking about Ninetales. So we gave you a little bit of combat gameplay. We went through all of his abilities. I let you know how much he costs. I let you know the pros, the cons of him as well. If you like videos like this, please, like I said earlier, share and like this video because like I said, the better they do, the more I can reinvest in these games. That means I can save you a ton of money. I did the same exact thing for the Smite community a long time ago. Back in the days, the Smite community did not have a public test server. So I used to buy the skins for Smite with my own money, showed them off to people, and that allowed people to be able to see what the skins look like and decided whether or not they wanted to spend money on them. I will do the same exact thing for Naruto Online, but like I said, I gotta have the likes and the shares because $10 skins versus $60 skins is a massive difference, so yeah. So anyway, once again, my name is FG3000. Hope you enjoyed this look at Playboy Sasuke, and I'll see you next video. Later.